Is it kitchen? Hi, everybody. All right. It might be a tiny bit blurry, but that is because I had to use my laptop because it's dark out and I wanted to be able to see everybody's comments. But I didn't do a live last week and I wanted to catch up with everybody. And I just made some toast with honey and cinnamon. It's my favorite, especially because it's so cold right now. All right, let me just adjust a couple of things. And then my husband's coming over here in just a second. And we actually got into, the kids got into bed early because they're practicing for the Posada. Like at Christmas, all the local kids go around and do like a play for the nativity. And so they had practice and they're all so tired right now. Hi, everybody. Saluda. Someone said, how do the locals treat you? They treat me just like family. They treat me really well. Hello from California. Hola. I said earlier, if you're just getting on, I'm eating honey and cinnamon toast. I'm actually reading this Amish book. And in the Amish book, they talked about how they make cinnamon and honey toast. And I was like, that sounds so good. All right, my husband is coming right now. Aaron, hope all is well. From Baldwin Park, California, many blessings. Thank you. Hi from Arizona. Hello from Monroe, Michigan. Happy holidays. Hi, is it snowing in Michigan yet? I'm so curious. Hello from Bronx, New York City. Hi. All right, my husband just got on. I made you some toast too if you want.
Hi, everyone. I don't know what's so dirty.
You gotta try a bite of this. It's so good. It's honey and cinnamon. Oh man, they said it's freezing in. And I hear Michigan is in for a lot of snow. Good evening from Oregon. Wow. You guys are coming from all over. That's so cool. Hello from Miami, Florida. Anthony said, hey, Lalo.
Anthony?
My husband's taller than me, but every time we sit down, I'm always sitting on my knees. So he always looks shorter than me on here.
Did somebody say I was short?
No, but I was thinking how you look kind of short when you sit like that, and I'm sitting on California.
I tend to slouch a lot too.
Praying for you and your family. May God continue to bless. Thank you so much. Oh, that's the other thing I wanted to ask you guys. How was everybody's Thanksgiving? I wanted to ask all of you guys, what is your favorite dish? Somebody had mentioned a hash brown casserole, and I missed hash browns so much.
Dude, I really like my dad's turkey. I didn't really like turkey before because I thought it was too dry, but my dad made like I don't know how to describe it.
He made like a buttery soft turkey. It was never dry.
It was so bomb.
I don't know how it was never dry. From South Carolina, from New Mexico. Was that good?
Oh, it's good.
All right, you guys. Tell me what your favorite Thanksgiving meal was, because I'm super curious. It also gives me cooking ideas. And then we will update you guys on some things on the home build, because we've had some hiccups the last week.
Not just last week.
Well, he's informed me this week of the hiccups. But it has been a bit stressful, more for my husband than for me. But yeah, we've had a little bit of hiccups. Oh, smoked turkey. Ooh, I love pozole.
Wait, does it end up as like dry, like a regular turkey, like a smoked turkey?
I bet not. I bet it's so good. Happy Thanksgiving from Victoria. Hi. My Thanksgiving was great. Got to spend it with my significant other's grandparents and my family. Oh, I'm so sorry. It is good, though, that you got to spend it with his grandparents. My favorite Thanksgiving dish is sweet potatoes with marshmallow topping.
Man, I love sweet potatoes.
Fasole, sweet potatoes, mac and cheese, broccoli casserole. Oh, broccoli casserole sounds good. Turkey with gravy and green bean casserole. Man, I don't know if I've ever tried a green bean casserole in my life.
I don't know what a casserole is.
It's like a layered baked dish.
No.
Yes, that's what it is. It's a layered baked. I don't think we've ever had. I think my family's made it, but I've never tried it. Oh, brisket in Houston. Oh, that sounds wonderful. Okay, someone said, how far are you from Puebla? My family and I will be moving hopefully in the next year and building a house now. How far are we?
I don't know. I'd have to.
Do you know where it's
Try.
located on the map, though? I would bet we're at least 6 hours.
I will tell you right now.
Mom would make the turkey and mole. Oh, stuffing is their favorite. Stuffing, canned sweet potatoes, candied sweet potatoes. I was like, canned sweet potatoes, candied sweet potatoes.
It's almost 8 hours.
Wow, look at people have really good Thanksgiving. Candied sweet potatoes. Some have fry bread, stuffing with gravy, cranberries,
Listen, I don't
or
know.
ham.
I'm
so jealous.
Do Mexicans only make like a sweet potato with piloncillo?
Piloncillo?
You know what I'm talking about? It's like those little. They're not a cube. They look like a almost round thing. It's brown. It looks like brown sugar, but it's like stuck together.
Oh, yeah. No, basically it's brown sugar.
But is that what people use like on sweet potato? Or you just bake it?
I don't know.
What?
I have no idea.
That's what my mom uses is piloncillo.
How far away was it? I didn't hear you.
Almost 8 hours.
Oh, wow. It's funny though, because like now living here in Mexico, like things that are a couple hours away don't seem far to me because we're so used to driving so far to get anywhere.
Yeah, Michigan was like, well, I guess, I don't know, everything's pretty far in Michigan.
Turkey, tabo, mojo. It's the most flavorful, juiciest turkey ever.
Smoked?
Oh. No, you got to read it right here. I don't want to read it and then say it wrong. Candied carrots, that sounds really good.
Did anybody deep fry their turkey?
No, dude, the videos of that are so scary. I don't even know how people attempt that. I think everyone else makes it with maple syrup, brown sugar, and marshmallows. Oh, someone else lives on here does that as well. I use sweet potatoes with brown sugar, honey, and butter. Does your suegra make tamales y menudo y tamales for the holidays? Okay, for Christmas we do. We make tamales.
Hold on. I'm going to tell you something, okay? And this is probably going to sound like everybody else, but my dad used to make the best tamales in the world.
I can agree with that because I've had tamales now from so many different families, and his dad's tamales are my favorite. He really makes them juicy.
I don't even know how to explain it. It's like
they're always made with a lot of love.
No, it wasn't, because my mom's made them too, and they don't taste the same.
No, they don't.
I feel like she misses something, or
I think your dad would stuff them really well, and your mom's a little bit more frugal on stuffing them with the meat.
I don't know, it was weird too, because my dad would use the back of a spoon, and he would get the back of a spoonful of masa, and that's all he would spread on the thing.
No, he'd spread it pretty thin. Yeah, it wasn't too thick.
But then remember his strawberry ones would come out super fluffy, like a pancake.
But that's the thing; they were never like how the masa would be crumbly or dry.
No, they were always juicy, or I don't know how to explain it.
Right, they were wonderful. Smoked turkey. Man, we should get a smoker. That would be cool. I use cinnamon and butter, brown sugar for sweet potatoes, then let it cook for about 45 minutes with marshmallows. I love ham. Cindy, my husband and I are silent viewers. We watch almost all of your videos. Love your family. Happy Thanksgiving. Thank you so much, Cindy. Oh, that's so sweet of you. My family and I will be going to Valle de Guadalupe, Jalisco for the fiestas in July. I'm super excited for the fiestas. That is so funny you talk about the fiestas right now because my daughter Abigail, her whole class, because they have a Holiness, is that how you'd say it, a Holiness Day?
Yeah, so it's basically a day for the young people.
Right. And instead of them having to pay for the fiesta, like each family would have to, they have to go and collect money. And the fiestas aren't for months, but they have to start collecting money right now for it.
Basically, they raffle stuff off. I mean, just to earn money for it.
You really know Mexico if you know about the fiestas, especially in Hawaii, because they go all out.
Mm-hmm.
I personally want to leave for the week of the fiestas because it's too much for me. That's the Mexican that's not in me, you guys. It's too much. And my husband's quiet and he loves the fiestas.
It's not that I like people watching. I like
they're too loud for me.
I don't really care about being loud. I don't really sleep that well anyway. So, like me and my mom will sit up there till 4:00 in the morning.
Yeah, and
every
Abby.
day.
No,
for 9 days.
And at 4, Abby's on the stage with the banda, like doing her little dances. Abby's a beautiful dancer. I'm just trying to read through the rest of your guys' messages. The fiestas are going down right now in Ajijic. Oh, I didn't know they did the fiestas in Ajijic. That's really cool.
Everywhere.
My sister makes the best tamales. Oh, I can't wait for tamales. I'm going to do such a good vlog for you guys for the tamales. People watching is why I watch YouTube. No, my tamales are the best. I make them with olive oil because we don't eat any pork items. Kidding. I believe that everyone has a personal connection with the balance of the spices. I agree with that. Each family does use spices in a different way. I really believe in that. Hello from McAllen, Texas. Hi, I love the picture of the girls in the mug. Oh, thank you.
You know what I don't get is why, like me personally, I like hot stuff, but I don't understand why I like it. Like sometimes I'm sitting there sweating, and you know what I mean. You can't stand because it's so hot, but you're still eating it.
If salsa wasn't spicy, would I still like the flavor of it? Right? Like if it still had the flavor, but it wasn't spicy, would I douse my tacos in it?
I don't.
And now I really want you to go to the taco people and go get some tacos. No, go get some. People watching is fun. Okay, let me keep going, you guys. Get to find out funny things about people. Yes, I started watching your videos and really enjoy. I'm internally ill and don't get out much due to my health, so YouTube is where I go for people watching. Oh, and Hannah, I'll be saying a prayer for you as well, for you to get better, but thank you for watching us, and it always makes me so happy. Hello from Glendale, Arizona. Lalo, my mom adds lots of manteca and stuffs them a lot. The manteca makes them super moist.
It wasn't just, I feel like it was a process. I don't feel like it was an ingredient that made it like that. Because my dad would, for whatever reason, okay, he would never make it fresh. Like the masa had to sit in the freezer overnight. That was like a rule. Okay, and then.
Yeah, that was a rule.
But, because I remember him, dude, he made some tamales that were stuffed with beans that were amazing.
And it's funny because when he would make the meat and the sauce, it'd be hard for us because we know we'd have to wait a whole nother day.
Oh my gosh, I would have like 12 of them just to try them.
And then DOC on here said hello from Colorado. I'm a rather silent watcher, but absolutely love watching all of your lives and videos. Beautiful family. Thank you so much, you guys. How far are you from Jalisco? We're in Jalisco. We live in the state of Jalisco. She said, thank you. It's God's grace that keeps me going. Yes, isn't that the truth? His grace for all of us. I just found I came down with cancer and I'm remaining positive to fight and bear this. Moonchild 55. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'll be praying for you too. Everybody on here who mentions that they might be sick or they're going through things, I always keep you guys in my prayers. Hello from Colorado. Snowed the day before Thanksgiving. That was our second snow. We were dumped a couple weeks ago. School called, work called as well. Don't you miss the snow? No. I do like that it's kind of cold and crispy in Mexico right now. That does feel good, but I don't miss the snow.
So I moved to Michigan in 2004. And I remember for like the first 3 years, it was kind of like, man, this is kind of cool. And then after that, I was like, man, I hate the snow. I hate being cold all the time. And then at the time, I was a forklift driver. So most of the time, I'd be outside. I remember being outside at like negative 12 degrees. That was insane.
I'll tell you guys though, my experience was different because growing up in Michigan, I was a figure skater. I would go cross country skiing with my grandparents up north. I was a snowboarder. I mean, I loved winter sports. Loved them. I took my husband cross country skiing for the first time when I was pregnant with Abby.
And I was miserable the whole time.
He was miserable. I need to try to find photos of that.
I wore like, I don't know, 10 pairs of sweats or something because I didn't have like any snow gear.
And then let me read this from Raul Ramirez. Hello. One day, do you plan to return to the United States? Thank you. Unless it was God's will, no, because we have found our like heart and a lot of our purpose here in Mexico, and we really love it, and our kids really love it. So I don't think so, but also I base my life on what God calls and God wants for me. So as of right now, no, like we're building our home here in Mexico. We love Mexico, but my life depends on where God calls. But that's why we're here in Mexico as well, because most people, especially in my position, like gringas, only come to live in Mexico, especially in the area I'm in, if their husbands were deported. And it was the opposite for us. My husband did have to stay here because he didn't have papers. Once he got his papers, we're like, oh, we're ready to start our life in the United States. And we did all those things. We bought a home. We had cars.
We were there for 10 years.
Until
at least after I got my residency.
Right.
But
in that whole time, I feel like we felt the pull, but it didn't feel right to leave the United States. Like, who does that? No one does that. No one just like, nobody in his family, knowing my family, unless they had a job offer or something else, but nobody just leaves and doesn't have a better reason than this is how we want to raise our children.
I think for me at the time, like when I was here in Mexico for a year and a half, so I've told this story a whole bunch of times, but I had to learn how to do certain things that I just didn't know that needed to be taken care of here. A lot of it had to do with farming and, doing like homestead stuff. And I started watching a bunch of YouTube videos that were homesteading at the time in the States. And, that really opened my eyes to, I don't have to work for somebody else. I don't have to work a 9 to 5. I don't have to, do these things that I always thought were like, this is how it goes.
Right.
I just, something clicked, when I watched all these people, that I could do that here in Mexico. That was like my first thought. But, after we went back to the States, like I said, we lived there for 10 or 12 years or whatever it was. But, I always felt that pull to, at least try it. I know we tried it a whole bunch of times and we failed a whole bunch of times. Yeah. But I kept telling my wife, I was like, I would rather try this than and say, we couldn't do it or whatever it was, or we gave it our best shot, and then to never try it.
Right. And we're still learning along the way, you guys. And then I'll try to make our answers quick because it is kind of late. And I also want to be able to answer you guys' questions. So somebody also said, will you be having Christmas in Mexico or back in Michigan with your family? And that's from Connie MW10. I will be having Michigan here in Mexico.
Michigan?
No, I said Michigan? Oh, no, here in Mexico. I love a Mexican Christmas, you guys. I would not miss a Mexican Christmas. And unless there's like an emergency and I had to go back, I love it here. I can't wait to start Vlogmas. I'm going to do 15 days, 15 videos every day of Vlogmas for you guys because it is You don't want to miss it. I'm going to do the best I can to give you the full experience. The first time I experienced a full December in Mexico was just mind-blowing to me. It is not just December 25th. It is all of December. They are celebrating Christmas, but they are celebrating the birth of Jesus, and it is just wonderful. It fills my spirit, you guys. Okay, and then we had a couple more questions on here.
Hold on. Let us know if you guys prefer Christmas in the morning or midnight, the night before.
All of our kids like midnight because I would let them choose, and they like.
Too.
I don't necessarily like midnight.
You're in bed by like 8:30.
And then somebody asked about Amazon on here. So we're so rural that some people on the main road will get Amazon, but like because
I don't want to say it like that. I don't think it's just like people on the main road. I think it's people that have a contact that works
with
at
Amazon,
distributor or whatever it is,
right?
And they happen to deliver.
They have a friend of a friend that's like, yeah, I'll bring it to you.
Yeah.
So that's how it works here. So I think I only know of 2 people that can get it. But no, we can't just go into Amazon and put it into our address. We can get Mercado Libre, which is kind of like an Amazon.
And that was kind of a hassle too. Like,
it's such a hassle, you guys. It's that's one thing. It is a little bit different. You can't be like a Karen here in Mexico where you can complain and stuff because they don't care. They just won't bring you your package if you complain. So you got to really work with people. All right, let me get to more of your guys' questions. I would move to Mexico tomorrow if I could. The United States is just an awful place right now.
Believe me, you can.
You can find a hardworking Mexican man like I did. There's lots of different ways, but yes.
Where there's a will, there's a way.
There is, and where God puts a will in you, there's a way. Okay, and I also want to say that does make me really sad about the United States because that's where I was born, and there's so many beautiful things about the United States, and it makes me sad to feel like it's losing its way. And even like here in Mexico, I always tell my kids, I don't know if even our rancho will be like it is right now, where there's still like the cobblestone roads and these kids are still running free all day long. 30 years from now, I don't know.
It won't be. I mean, we came here the first time.
And it's already changed a lot.
What, 15 years ago?
Right. So I feel blessed that we were able to give this to our kids. And I just pray that hopefully their kids will be able to get a little bit of it as well. But the United States changed rapidly, and Mexico is slowly changing as well. Some ways in good ways, and some ways in not so good ways. So, you just have to try to enjoy your life, be a good person, and do what God calls you to do. Be fruitful. All right, let me get back to some of your guys' questions. I'm Latino American. I can resonate with your story. Your vlog keeps me going. Just general in life. Don't give up. Your story is beautiful. May God bless you. Viva Mexico and the USA. Oh, thank you so much. It's funny because I'm posting a vlog tonight, you guys, and Annabelle had a play in her school, and all the other kids were sitting around the place in Mexico, and the little kids doing the play said Viva Mexico, but silent. And it's an instinct in their head that I went, Viva! And the teacher started laughing so hard because they weren't supposed to do that. But all of the kids all at once did. It was such a beautiful thing because the children here in Mexico are very prideful and very happy to be Mexican and to be living here in Mexico. All right, so let's see. Let me be able to get to some. You guys are amazing, and your kids are learning so much about their other half of their culture. My mom used to send us to Puerto Rico on our 2 months of summer break so we can learn about our culture. Oh, that's so cool. Hi from Chicago. Just started watching your videos. How old were you guys when you moved to Mexico?
The first time I was 25.
Yeah, and I was about 20. That's when we had to come for a year because my husband didn't have papers. Then we went back to the States and did our home and all that. And then we had to come back when I was around 28-ish. Probably around then, because Abby was 10 already.
5 years ago.
Right. You guys are awesome. Love your vlogs. My sister and her husband and my husband want to move to Mexico. I was telling them about your rancho. I told them we should move to your rancho. I told them that Lalo can build our home.
I wish.
Okay, Lalo gets too stressed to build your home. I'm going to tell you that right now. This home build is stressing him out, you guys. I don't blame him. I'm really blessed I can walk away from it. I also think he's blessed, though, that you have a wife who's not picky. Because, like, if I was extremely picky and, like, would get upset easily, I think the stress would be triple for him.
Yeah, I can agree with that. It's not stressful for me. Like, there's some stress to it because I'm not familiar with building a brick house or a cement house, or you know what I mean. I'm just not familiar with it, so I don't know. I until I get explained, the actual process of what we're doing, and it makes sense to me, then I'm okay with it. Until it makes sense to me, I'm not okay with it.
My husband will not do anything that is not done right. I will tell you guys that, and I'm a little bit of the opposite. I wanted to answer this question from Moonchild55. Do people in Mexico gift bags of orange, nuts, and Christmas candy? So I want to tell you guys this, one of the reasons why I love December in Mexico. So it's hard to explain, and you won't be able to truly envision it until I do my vlogs. But around the beginning of December, all the little kids in the ranch come together and they pick one road, just like they do with the Virgin. They're going to pick one road that week, and they're going to perform the nativity right there. In those houses on that road, it's a posada. They're going to gift food or abuelita hot chocolate or things like that. So I don't feel like they give bags of candy, but they give tamales. They give all the fresh food you can think of, whatever they're good at making.
So not only do the kids go to like each road and stuff, but they're doing certain passages of the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, they get candies and stuff. You know, what I mean, it's not necessarily one thing.
No, the kids get candies and stuff, but whoever is hosting the posada that day, like, prides themselves on how good their food is or their hot chocolate or whatever they're passing out. So it's one of my favorite times of the year. I know Karina's house always does tamales. It's one of my favorites.
They always do a lot of stuff. They're extremely religious. I don't know if it has to do anything with, you know what I mean, with like what we were talking about the other day.
I think it's honor. Like, you're honoring the story of Jesus, and it's like a very special thing. And even here in Mexico, on Christmas night, they say baby Jesus comes. And that's what my kids have always known since they've been here. So what is the meaning of the bags of oranges and the candy? I'm late to your live watching from, I don't know how to say that, hon.
I can't see that.
Tlaquepaque.
Tlaquepaque.
I recently started watching your blog. I love watching your journey. I also love, they talk about God. Oh, thank you so much, Becky. Hello from Barrington, Illinois. Teaching children that Christmas is all about gift without expectation of anything in return. Yes, the religion portion and cultural portion intertwine. Yes, that was another thing. Even though our ranch is, I'm Christian and our ranch is mostly practicing Catholics, I love the aspect of God always being in the ranch. And even though the school is just a public ranch school, it's not Catholic or anything, God is like put into everything. And I really love that. I feel like that's what brings the community together and makes it extra special.
I mean, that's what makes us Christians, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. I also think that's why I love reading my Amish books, because
oh my God.
No, I'm telling you, I have my grandma before I left Michigan gave me these Amish books she got from the library, and they are just stories, like fictional stories. But this lady grew up in an Amish community, and then when she got older, she started writing books. And I was like so bored on the airplane. I was like, I'm going to read this. I love it so much. And the Amish community reminds me of our community so much.
I mean, honestly, if you really think of this, is gonna sound weird, okay? But if you really think about it, the Amish are like the ultimate American. Okay, like they're self-sufficient. They don't need like grocery stores. They don't need to
No,
go
it's
to
absolutely amazing.
Yeah, it's insane.
If I wouldn't have married you, I think I could have married
my
an
gosh.
Amish man. No, I think I could have easily married an Amish man and fit into that community very well. Honestly, I need to stop reading the Amish books. They're so good though. I'm gonna go get one of those books in a minute to show you guys.
That community makes it so easy to like, I think like go through life. I know they have hardships and stuff, but I mean most of like the problems that appear as we're growing up, like what we're gonna do for a living. I think that's already like resolved for them.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because it like things get passed down. You know what I mean? From father to son type thing.
Well, you know what's funny is Abby will come into my room, my oldest daughter Abby, and she's like, "You're reading that Amish book again?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Abby, to be honest with you, I think if I would have been born into the Amish community, when they have like when they turn 18 and they get to go off and experience the world for a week, I think I would have like not been able to wait to get that over with and just be a part of the community." And Abby's like, "Yeah, right."
Like he's thinking carriage or something.
No, yeah, and then they get to ride horses everywhere.
What, you want to be around in a buggy?
No, they can ride horses. It depends on if you're Amish or if you're Mennonite. Because there's only two types. There's Amish are more strict, and the Mennonite are not. And they used to be one and two guys. I think they were two deacons. They had a difference of opinion on how strict to be, and that's when the Amish separated, and that's when the Mennonites separated.
But do you know how awkward this conversation? You're a white girl in Mexico talking about some Amish people.
I can relate to them.
What?
That's all I'm saying. And I want to show the Amish books because I bet a lot of other people would love to read them. Okay, we'll get back on topic. I'm sorry, you guys. Who is the Amish author? I'm going to go get one of those Amish books. You can talk to him for a minute. I got to show them.
Listen, I can't read any of this stuff.
Yeah, I still doing it, buddy. Okay, scooch over real quick.
I'm telling you right now, I'm not.
Scooch over, scooch. Everybody wants to know. Everyone wants to know.
I'm not living with some stinking.
Everyone wants to know. Okay, you guys, I'm going to show you let me see who is the author. New York best-selling author, but it doesn't say her name. Let's see. Oh, Beverly Lewis is the author. This little Amish girl fell out of the back of the carriage right here, and an Englisher, which I would be an Englisher, found her and brought her back to the Amish community.
Oh my gosh.
And then let me show you this one. This is the same author. This Amish girl right here got secretly married and got pregnant, and her Amish community still loved her and accepted her.
So she didn't get shunned?
She was almost shunned. There's another book by the same author called The Shunning, and they actually made a movie on that. But the author, that she said that The Shunning was actually loosely based off of her grandma, who was Amish and had to leave the Amish community. And that's how the author knows so many stories about the Amish and how they live. I know you want to know more.
No, I don't.
If I'm going to secretly catch him reading these books.
Listen, I know all I need to know about the Amish. I don't need to know about some girl that almost got shunned.
I'm just telling you guys, I can't read. I can, but I don't like to read books that are like put bad things into my mind and things like that. I don't like that. So when I read these books, they're like just enough drama, and they're just really nice. I really love them. And it always goes back to God, so I really like it. My husband would like it too. And the little girls will sit in bed and I'll read them the books. They're into it now too. Oh, look at I'm Mennonite with some Amish background. There are many different branches of both Mennonite and Amish. Oh, that is so cool. No electricity, no social media. I'd go crazy. Not me. I could do it. I would want to vlog for you guys.
Well, you
That
can't
would
do
be
that.
hard. I think if I was in the Mennonite community, you can maybe. Anyways, though, they're good books to read. I love them so much. And we seen a ton of Amish families living in Michigan, especially in Fremont.
Wait.
Places up there?
Why can't you take pictures of Amish people?
I think, and I'm not 100% sure, I think it's because they don't want to feel like, I don't know what that word is, like self-indulged. You know what I mean? Like, why do you need a photo of yourself? You know what I mean?
I don't know.
I can kind of understand that. Okay, absolutely. Wait. Amish and Mennonites believe in Jesus and try to follow Christ's teaching in all aspects of daily life. Yes, they do. It's so beautiful. I think that's why I love these books, because it really explains the way Amish put Jesus into their daily life and even into helping their families. Like you said, their lives seem so almost perfect, but they have a lot of things happen in their life where they have to come to Christ.
I don't know that it's perfect, but it's definitely a lot less stressful than, what everybody else is doing.
I'm just telling you, I love it.
I mean, I don't know.
Someone said you wouldn't be able to wear makeup. Okay, there are a couple things that would be hard for me. But in general, out of everyone in the family, I think I would be the best fit.
I doubt that.
Or Cristiano, because he's such a hard worker. I can see him. And Amish love making food. That's one thing like they're not strict on. They make like Thanksgiving dinners every day.
I know. I don't. I mean, it'd be cool to learn all the farming and stuff and like different trades. But other than that, I had somebody had to make my pants and shirts.
Yeah, I can't do that.
My name would be like Jebediah or something.
That's a beautiful name.
I know, but I'm just saying.
Your name's Lalo.
Yeah, but what if I look like this and then my name's Jebediah?
You wouldn't look like that in the Amish community.
No.
Actually, anyone can join the Amish community. Anyone. We could, if we ever for some reason couldn't live in Mexico, that would be our next bet. I'm moving to Hickory Hollow, right from the book.
Hickory Hollow?
That's where I'm moving.
What?
Oh, it's a form of vanity. That's the right word. Yes. Okay, thank you, Monica. Okay, I'm going to get back to your guys' questions. I'm sorry, but I've been really wanting to talk to somebody about the Amish books, and my family just never wants to talk to me about it.
I just can't get over the fact that I'd have to ride a buggy. And, you know what I mean? I don't know. Why
can I picture you going like 100 miles an hour down the road
I'd have
on the buggy?
I'd have like a souped up buggy.
Oh my gosh. I don't think you'd have tacos.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I can't read any more negative comments from you guys, okay?
No tacos for you. No eyebrows.
Someone said, I think you'd make a very sweet Amish woman. Thank you so much. And I know you agree, Lalo.
What?
Melissa said, I think Lalo would fit in the Amish community. I think you would too. I'm telling you.
I mean, I'm sure I would if I didn't know anything else, but like I said, I can't right now. I can't get over like certain things.
Honestly, I think that would be our next. If stuff happened between Mexico and the United States, and we were scared or something, I think we could be in an Amish community and be okay.
I can tell you right now that being Amish or Mennonite is not the second thing on my list.
It is mine. I'm telling you right now, if I couldn't be in the United States and I couldn't leave Mexico, if I had to give up my life here and I had to live like a normal American, I would join the Mennonite community.
I don't think so. I'd rather go live in freaking Thailand or something.
No, you wouldn't, because you don't understand venomous animals.
Yeah, we have venomous animals here.
No, not like Thailand. No, Thailand is completely different. Number one.
Listen, then you have to be worried about me and Boo Boo.
My husband has no idea of the real life.
Me and Boo Boo are gonna be racing buggies with other
I'm telling you right now,
we're gonna
I
have
would
to,
be in the Mennonite
listen to me.
community.
We're gonna have a lowered buggy with hydraulics, okay? And then
No, that is not number one.
no.
Number one, I'm not getting kicked out of the Mennonite community
Why
or
would we
getting
get?
shunned.
We're not breaking any rules by having a freaking lowrider buggy.
Yes, you are.
No.
No, they're all standard buggies. I'm telling you that right now. None of them are made different. They all have to be the same color, and even things in the houses have to be the same color.
We're the only buggy with a sound system.
No, none of that. I'm telling you right now, you can move to Thailand. I'm moving into the Mennonite community.
I can't do it. I can't.
Well, I could.
I don't know. I really like their like big ass draft horse. That'd be nice.
No, actually, they train horses so wonderfully. I watch YouTube vlogs of. There's a lady in Michigan who goes to all the horse auctions in Michigan, and a lot of the Amish and Mennonite communities bring their horses to auction. They train them so well. They have the most beautiful horses.
Yeah, but they better get ready to freaking tow a stinking lowrider buggy. I'll tell you that much.
You're not taking it seriously. And if stuff goes down between Mexico and America, I'm telling you right now, I'm going to have a plan B, and because they already have it.
Wait. Do the Amish pay taxes? Where's this Mennonite?
Actually, I know about that.
What?
If the Amish, I know about that.
What?
Okay, so they do pay taxes, but most of the time because they have larger families, they don't owe anything for taxes, but they don't take the money from taxes. So say they get $5,000 for a couple kids or something, they won't take that money from the government. But if they did owe taxes,
so now they just think they're too good for government money?
No, they don't want to.
No, this is ridiculous.
No, they don't want to. I agree with the Amish community. They don't want to.
Not if they don't have lowrider buggies. How can you agree with that?
I can't talk to my husband because if stuff goes down, you guys know where I'll be at.
What?
And you guys can write me letters.
What'd you say it was called? Something hollow?
Hickory Hollow. That's where I'll be.
No,
in Pennsylvania.
You'd end up in the freaking Caucasian mountains.
I will be in Hickory Mountain, Pennsylvania. Thank you very much. Gosh. Nobody listen to my husband. You guys can write me letters from my community if it goes down in either place, you guys.
Write you letters? How are they going to get them there?
Amish people get letters.
From who?
Everybody.
The Amish post office?
Yes. Actually, no, I'm not even joking around. There's actually, no, there is. What
do they have, like express ponies?
Yes.
What?
He thinks it's funny until I'm living with them and he's getting run by the government and having a sad life. Do you realize
what Amish people have to wear?
Hon, I would literally be fine with that. I'd get to cover things. I wouldn't have to worry about what I look like.
You do that shit now.
And then I can tell you something else.
What?
Amish people get to eat what they want and they don't have to worry about like, oh, am I too skinny or am I too big?
Listen,
no, you get to enjoy meals. You get to work outside.
But listen,
you get to love the Lord.
No, but listen, we kind of doing the same, like half the same things.
That's what I'm saying. I could fit in.
Well, we can grow our own food. Okay.
I'm so done with him right now.
You don't have to drive a buggy.
But that's what I'm saying. This is just saying if something ever happened between Mexico and the United States and everybody was all in a panic, I could live with the Amish and be fine.
Do they have any drifting buggies?
You can go drift on your own because you have enough property to go do whatever you want. Don't get me kicked out of anything. Don't get me kicked out of anything.
Oh my gosh.
Because you'll get shunned and I won't.
No, just sitting here. They do. What?
Okay, somebody said, I know that they build beautiful furniture, and they do build beautiful furniture.
That's what I'm saying. I can build stuff.
Someone said, I think Mexico would be a great place to be if things go down. I agree with that too. My sister lives in Pennsylvania, and the local Walmart, they have a parking lot just for buggies.
See?
In Pennsylvania. That's where Hickory Hollow is.
Do they have lowrider buggies?
That's where Hickory Hollow is. Just so everybody knows. This is not a bad look. Look at it. That's what you get to wear.
Every day?
Hun, you get to... I can't talk to you about it because you don't understand. Get her a buggy. Yes, thank
I am.
you.
I'm about to get her a buggy.
We're gonna start training on our buggies just in case. You guys secretly see like a hidden buggy in the back. If you guys ever see that, you know, we all better find the best community to get involved with.
Dude, I tell you what, we have the biggest rims. They're like
Look, Lalo
size
said
40.
Lalo's not even on a plan C. That's why he has me, because Lalo's not thinking about a plan C.
Listen, I don't need you to think about living Amish. Okay?
I'm just telling you, it calls to me. You can come to Australia. Sammy, I am terrified of wild animals. I love animals, but I'm terrified of wild animals. And Australia has the top most things I'm scared of. Sharks.
Dude, you know kangaroos can drown you?
Kangaroos can drown you. They're super buff.
Yeah.
Dogs have to wear things around their neck to not get like strangled. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
Me and my husband know a lot of facts about things.
Do they have like a whole
Australia's
bunch
beautiful
of
though.
spiders?
Tons of spiders. That's one of the problems.
You know I seen this morning? Some guy got bit by a recluse spider, like a brown recluse.
Right, where?
I remember it was on TikTok, but
Okay, it wasn't in the ranch.
No, he got bit like in his leg, and it like ate his skin away.
Right, hun. That's why, but you don't even say that word in the house. You know what I mean? Like, I pray that stuff out of our house.
Who are you praying to now?
Lalo, get her a buggy instead of a horse. And you know, mini ponies can pull buggies.
No, you know what's going to happen? I'm going to end up with 6 horses to pull the buggy.
Oh, somebody said my brother wants me to get a passport ready just in case something bad happens in the USA.
Just go to the Amish community.
He's residing in San Diego. You really should get I always would, even if I lived in the United States, it is a good thing to have a passport. The Mennonites in our community make thousands and thousands of dollars from all of us. They have a local deli that is amazing.
We can have a local deli here. My cousin owns a butcher shop.
The difference is they live deep for the Lord.
What, because they ride buggies?
I don't know how to explain it. You need to read the books. I don't know how to explain it to you. Okay, let me see. Can you start sharing estimates of costs with your house build? They're on your vlogs. It'd be so helpful. There's considering building. That's a great idea because I know my husband, he writes down the big purchases.
No, I've written down every single thing I bought for the house.
Oh, you have it?
Yes, every single thing, down to like every welding rod, every tool that I've bought. So yeah, I'll have something to show you guys.
And I will say, probably building in Mexico has been, it's probably 100 times cheaper than the States, but ours was just a little bit more expensive than we thought it was going to be because of the foundation, how deep we went into it and how much materials we had to fill in the foundation. So I feel like that was a big cost.
I can tell you what we estimated to spend. I don't know if you want to share that or not.
Oh, wait. Evan said, yes, Lynette, Yoder Mennonite on YouTube. I'm going to look that up as soon as we're done.
They have a YouTube channel?
Somebody said, but yeah, I feel like you're onto something, Aaron.
What?
Like
the buggies?
No, if things go down, our next best bet is to join the Amish community.
No, it's not. Why would we do that?
Okay, you stay. I'll go.
Good. I'll be happy.
I know all the rules. I'll know how to get into the community.
Good.
Good.
You can go to Hickory Hollows or whatever.
I'm going in Pennsylvania. Maybe you could open up your own Amish community down there and Lalo can have his Lowrider. I swear, if this guy would get me kicked out of the Amish community, I'd be so mad at him.
If I were to start anything, okay, it'd be like a freaking fan club for He-Man.
Hey, don't forget this. Kim Martin, Mennonite on YouTube. I want to watch that.
We can just rewatch it.
Love Yoder. Okay, now I want to watch it. Okay, give us a house estimate. I'm going to let my husband talk for a moment while I read through the Amish community comments. But my husband's going to talk about our budget for the house.
Well, it wasn't a budget. This is what I thought we were going to end up spending at the end of it based on, what you wanted. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you want to share that or not.
What?
The total amount.
I don't know what it is.
I estimated it would be like 2.5 million pesos, which is like just over,
100,000.
yeah, just over 100,000.
Right. And so we have been saving for like years to be able to do this, but not just that, because if you guys have been watching my vlogs long enough, you know that I would stick to a very strict low budget. And that was because I wanted us to be able to keep our savings and add to it. And then when my husband went back to get his welding degree, we were able to save for that whole year as well. So now that we have a savings, we have to use the savings for the house, but we have to stick to our budget, which is hard and scary because you have a budget for a home, but then things come up that you're not always thinking about.
Well, I mean, it's scary just, spending that much money. I mean, on something that, I mean, anything can happen. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if this house is going to be there tomorrow or whatever it is, on spending this much money on our dreams. You know what I'm saying? Because that's really what it is right now. We haven't finished it. We haven't, we could have something bigger come up and, not have the funds for it or whatever it is.
Right. So that's the other thing. I mean, we only have a certain amount in our savings for our home. So, I pray first that God makes it a firm foundation, that it's full of joy and goodness, and that they're building it correctly. And then, we just take it one step at a time. We haven't had any huge, I don't want to say the foundation was a problem, but any huge setbacks besides the foundation. And now the foundation's done. And I feel like you're having a little bit more of an issue with the windows because they're so large.
It's not the size of the windows isn't the problem. The problem is, like I said, I don't understand like the process. You know what I'm saying? So like, as we go, I'm like, I keep asking questions, you know what I mean? Because like I said, I need to know the process and I need to know that it makes sense to me, because I don't want to do anything that, that doesn't make sense to me or that isn't adding some sort of structural, thing to the house. Right. I don't want to just keep adding material to it for no reason.
Right. In the vlog I'm going to post tonight, you guys will see in one of the bedrooms, we had to really change up the windows where they were going to be, which is not, I feel like for other people that would be devastating because it really changes the look of the room, but it's not devastating to me. Like just taking a step into my home, if I have to take a couple windows out, I can take a deep breath. Like that's not a huge deal to me. So I think it's just like what you said, making sure things are done right. And I did tell him though, in my bedroom, I can't take the windows out.
No, I don't want to live like freaking Batman.
No, windows in that. And then I wanted to say, someone on here said real quick that they just downloaded these books. So that is so cool. Please leave me in the comments, like on my vlogs after you're done reading it, how you like them. I only have the 2 of them. So, and I like to read paper books. I'm not gonna be able to get paper books here though. So I'm gonna have to try and figure out how to download some books as
If somebody can get us a buggy down here,
no.
I'd make it into a lowrider buggy.
No, I think Manny and I actually live in northern Mexico by the border, actually.
They do live in Chihuahua.
Yeah.
In Durango, too, there's a bunch of many nights.
And someone said that is a pretty good estimate. Aaron and Lalo, I just got the books on, the Libby app, Audible books. Oh, that's so cool. Good for you guys saving that money to build your home. God will bless you and your savings will grow and you guys will be just fine. Thank you so much. Here, there's a restaurant, store, bakery in Sarasota, Florida. Oh, that's so cool. Exactly. There's no perfection. That's where faith steps in. Yes, exactly. So excited to be able to build your own home. So romantic that your husband is building it, to be honest. My husband and Cristiano today, he came in and I was like, you want to sit down and eat, buddy? He goes, no, I want to go do the welder with dad. And he went right out there with you. And my husband's already doing it. So Cristiano's been helping with it so much. I will help direct them on where to put the furniture when it's time. The ideas, the colors.
Gosh. I hope the house is gonna have like lights in it.
Someone said Lalo is so funny. He's cracking me up. My husband is funny, and he's like always looks really quiet and serious, but he'll be making too many jokes on us all day long. I remember when we were first dating, and somebody was like, "No, we weren't dating yet," and your sister Jennifer was like, "Well, that's Lalo," and forever I knew that was your name, Lalo. Yeah, it was after we were dating, and then all of a sudden you're like, "Well, my real name's Eduardo," and I had no idea.
I know a lot of people don't.
But I had no idea, like the Mexican community like changed people's names so often. And I remember, like, I think I was already pregnant, and I was like, "Your name is Eduardo?"
Not like your cousin Max.
No.
What? Your name's Ex Grande.
Yeah, it was so rude of him. Your bedroom is your sanctuary. Why so important to make the bedroom the perfect way you want to live with? Yes, I agree. When we built our home, I wanted to buy or build a shirt that said it will cost you, because I feel no matter what I wanted, that is what he said. That's my husband for sure. Thin to win. Great welding tip. Oh, that's cool. You to remind me of how my wife and I used to banter. I'm so surprised though you aren't more on board with the Amish stuff.
Like I said, there's just certain things I can't do.
Oh, 5 books in the Hickory Hollow series. Oh, that is so wonderful. It's the quiet ones you have to watch. Yes. Your son Cristiano's name is because Cristiano Ronaldo. No, I wanted to name my son Christian, and my husband, I feel like you wanted to name him Santiago.
I did for a while.
Right.
And, or Ignacio.
I still like Ignacio.
And then Aaron wanted to name him Christian, and she asked me, "What's Christian in Spanish?" And I told her it's Cristiano.
Right. So then I thought that was so beautiful, so I named him Cristiano. That's how his name came about, though. My name is Concepcion, but my elementary teacher changed it to Connie because it was easier. So I've been going by that sense. My best friend is named Connie too, and her name is Concepcion, and it's so beautiful. I wish they would call her that. Hello from Oklahoma. Brown recluse are horrible. Ooh, my husband and I are both from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and now I live in El Paso, Texas, and spend time in Ciudad Juarez, Mexico often. We are so thankful for your YouTube videos to help us learn. Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you. Embrace our new neighbors. Oh, that is so cool. Okay, let me go down this way real quick. And then I want to see if we missed a couple.
You gotta use those roller things to like,
yeah, right now.
Bring out your clothes.
Yes, that would be hard, but I could do it. Laundry's hard for me to keep up.
I know. I feel like there's too many things. I feel like you can still be Amish and have a stinking.
Think of the top thing that would bother you.
What?
About being Amish.
Like I said, people would have to make my clothes. You know what I mean?
It'd be like
you have to wear the same freaking thing as everybody else.
You wear the same thing every day.
I know, but I like my Western welder shirt.
Yes, but okay, so that would be the one thing that bothered you.
No, that's it. You know what I mean? Like the whole buggy situation.
I truly don't think that would bug you, because I can tell you right now, I bet Amish.
How are you gonna drop a buggy?
No. Let me tell you something. I bet you Amish people, even though they have to have like black horses, I bet because they train horses and stuff.
Why do they have to be black?
No, but I bet it's a flex because they don't want a bunch of color, because it distracts you from like other things.
What?
I don't know exactly. It makes sense, even if I don't know.
I thought they had a bunch of draft horses.
Someone said, "I'm going to go now live in the Amish community thanks to you guys." No, but that's what I'm saying. I feel like we would be saying right now, Lalo would be like, "I don't want to live in the Amish community." But if it ever happened that we had to go, you would have like this huge draft horse farm. You would be like really making a way.
I would, but like
you would be like on other people's vlogs, like having the best draft.
I know, but it's not like something I would like drop everything and go do.
I don't think you can use a welder because it uses
Yeah,
electricity.
see, why would I want to do
But
that?
now Amish are getting more into like solar powers, okay, because it comes from the sun. But yeah, you can't use electricity.
It's still 12 volts. How are they gonna?
But I do understand.
I
I understand that though. I feel like okay, that makes sense. You're still using what God's given you.
What?
You have to have wisdom like me to understand.
So you have buggy wisdom? Is that what it's
have
called?
wisdom. Okay, remember,
Oh my
Aaron, you had to think
gosh.
about
And then I had to wear suspenders. What?
why would that be the worst part?
I don't know.
Have you ever worn suspenders?
No, that's weird.
You guys,
I can't wear a cowboy hat.
you can wear a straw hat.
Yeah, but it's not a cowboy hat.
I'm being so frustrated talking to you about the Amish. So
What about my
can't.
boots?
Probably quarter horses. That came from James. What's wrong with the house you live in now? Okay, the house we live in now is my mother-in-law's home. And even though it's a huge home, it's a family home. So it's not just ours. And she has other children. So if they decided they wanted to come live here, they could. Anything. So it's just right. We need our own separate family home. And we're just going to be a couple steps away from this home. Hey, Pumpkin.
Not just that. I mean, we wanted to leave something for our kids. You know what I'm saying? It's not just that we wanted to build our own home.
Someone says, now everybody knows your real name, laughing.
What? Whose real name?
Yours. That's so funny. Suspenders, no, that's weird.
Yeah.
Yes, and you can't have any pictures taken of you, and you must please the Amish bishop. Yeah, that would be rough. I'm just saying worst case scenario, you guys. That's all.
No, you said this is plan B to move into the Amish community.
Worst case scenario. If we couldn't live in the United States, if you couldn't, like, say there was some sort of weird government war.
The worst case scenario would be like plan D. You know what I'm saying? You don't just go straight from A to B.
I have a plan B. What would be your plan B?
I'd stay here. I'd shut my big ass gate and then I'd sit in the backyard and grow my own food.
He's not thinking straight. He's not thinking ahead of that. Okay. Val, you're your own lowrider buggy with a mini pony. I'm betting you guys anything he's thinking about how to invest in that now.
Dude, I'd have the most blinged out stinking buggy.
Someone said you need to grow your hair out. He really does. He has the nicest ringlet curls on, but he'll never grow his hair out. When me and my husband were dating, his hair was so long he could put it in a ponytail. So cute, but he cuts it now. More recipes.
I'll tell you why I cut it, okay? Because when I wear my welding hood, it pulls my stinking hair from right here, and it hurts like hell.
Someone said Eduardo the gardener, laugh out loud.
I mean,
you would be a wonderful Amish man. Wonderful.
Eduardo. That could be like a good business name.
No, but you would just be wonderful at it. And I think it's so funny because, like, right now you're like, I don't know, but I bet you'd fit in so well.
Like I said, if I was born into it, it'd be like
right. It would be really natural. Like, you wouldn't want to be the one to leave.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. But like, now I know, like, they have fridges and stuff.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I can't just leave that.
Right. No. Do they have fridges?
No, you use electricity.
No, but I think they have cellars that are cold. You know what I mean? Like I'm telling you, they do something.
Well, probably witchcraft is what they do. I don't know.
Lalo, no, they do not. Don't say that because they don't do that. No, I have respect for the Amish community. They don't do that.
I'm just saying. I don't know what they do.
Someone's saying,
do they have fridges?
What is the worst case scenario? Are you afraid you wouldn't be allowed back in the house? No, I'm not afraid of that. But the government and stuff does kind of scare me sometimes, to be honest with you guys. Like, I can't watch the news and all that because I feel like it's scary. It's so scary. And I'm not even used to it anymore because we have so much.
Hold on. Let's ask people what would drive them, you know what I mean, for this scenario. Instead of am I asking us?
Probably full government
Oh,
control.
no, I'm asking them because I want to know now. If this was,
You're freaking him out. I know. Now he's panicking, and this was just from me reading my Amish books. Okay,
I know,
everybody.
listen, I like modern comforts.
Oh wait, and then wait. I want to read this one. And an Amish philosophy is that it is not about being against modernity, but about not being controlled by it. Yes. She's saying it exactly how I feel. Being controlled by modern technology seems to be happening more and more in our society. Yes, that's exactly what I mean right there, the way she put it.
Well, I feel like that's why we moved to Mexico.
Right. No, I agree, but I also think that Mexico is even slowly changing. And it's just like she said, I don't want my children to grow up feeling controlled by the government. I don't want them growing up to feel controlled by technology. Okay, and when I say feeling controlled by the government, I don't think the government's like the most terrible thing ever. But I will say having a family is one of the most beautiful things to me. So I believe if you accept Jesus into your heart, you're going to heaven. What is the only thing that is going to meet you in heaven is your family, right? So the children that I have. So feeling that way, wanting to have a family and wanting to have things like that, I felt like it almost felt impossible to be able to have a large family and to stay home with your children and just have your husband working. It was almost impossible. It's not impossible though if the government offers you a lot of things, if the government offers you a bunch of medical care, if the government offers you a bunch of assistance,
I know,
if the
but
government
that's
offers, but I feel like you can take it, especially when you need it. We've had to use it before, but
I
if they
understand,
take it away,
but listen to
then
me.
what?
That's your own dependency.
Right, but that's what I'm
That's
saying.
like,
I don't want our kids, kind of how she was saying, I don't want our kids, I want to give them the best chance that you can find other ways. If we can teach you how to garden, if we can teach you how to build a home and you don't have to go into debt, if we can teach you how to use the skills God has given you to make an income so that it doesn't have to come down to you relying on the government or relying too much on, say you have anxiety or depression and you feel like you're super connected to your phone or something. You know, you don't have to feel those things. Maybe you're more connected to being outside or being dependent on God. So I think those are the things that just sometimes it scares me, like government taking over too much. Not that it scares me, but just sometimes, you know, that'd be worst case
you know what
scenario.
I'm scared of now is not finding like a fast draft horse. What if I get a draft horse and it's like super slow? How's he gonna pull my stinking buggy?
They are slow. Draft horses are.
I know, that's what I'm saying. But where do I get a fast one?
I'm scared of draft horses, so we're not getting that anyways. They're way too big. Amish, can we please go on with your story? Okay, I was talking about Amish because I love the Amish book. Also,
Wait, what were we talking about before that?
there's Amish, a lot of Amish in Michigan, and I would see them a lot, and they're just really beautiful families. Okay. I get you, Lalo. Don't watch the news. God is in control. Where's your faith? Exactly. God is in control. Our government in the U.S. isn't much better these days. Have you seen the state of our country these days? We don't watch the news, but I can just tell it's probably not as good as it could be. How do you think your girls would like it? Abby would not fit into the Amish community. She's too much like her dad. But who knows? I'm Catholic and I could never join the Amish. Even if the government tried to take over, I would just get closer to God and leave it in His hands. Yes, I agree with you. I do like the Amish community. I'm not being super serious that I would move in with the Amish community, guys. I absolutely love Mexico. But I really do like my books too. Aaron, don't stress me out. My plan B has to have internet. Oh, that's funny. Is Mexico even safe? We feel pretty safe here, you guys. We love Mexico. Okay. You have to put and cut your hair, Lalo. I can't with Lalo.
Wow.
Someone said I can't with Lalo. And someone said, yes, Mexico is safe. if December 25th is not mentioned in the Bible, then what are you celebrating? Okay, so I can understand your question with that. I've always raised my children, and especially it's beautiful here in Mexico, but you're right. I don't think the exact date of Jesus's birth is in the Bible, so it's just a day we would celebrate it since we don't know the exact date. And I love telling them the story of it and reading from the Bible for them for it. And it's also a holiday, and we just enjoy it as a family. Lala is starting my new Amish Advanced community. Only requirement is to have a Lowrider buggy.
Dude, that would be the shit right there.
Well, I'm not joining your Amish community, Lalo. So you're going to have to start it with someone else.
We're going to ban suspenders. Oh.
No cement mixer.
Yeah, no cement. Yeah, well, I don't know. That runs on gasoline.
Yeah, it does run on gasoline.
So we'd be all set
Knowledge
there.
is power. Learn the most you can. Follow. Okay. Family is not valued. Okay. So I didn't want to get too much off topic with that, you guys, because it is just because I like those books and they're enjoyable. And as a Christian woman, I feel like I can read these books and I don't feel convicted like it's talking about things I don't like or it's putting thoughts in my head that I don't want to have in my head. So if you do want to find like a good book to read, these would be one of them. And that was the whole reason I brought it up. And I thought it was so cool because they do talk about the Amish community and they talked about a lot of things I didn't know, and their love for the Lord was something really beautiful. So that was the only reason I brought that up, you guys. But we are going to get going in just a minute because it's late here and it's probably getting late for you guys too. But I just wanted to update you guys on the house build. And I wanted to update you guys on Vlogmas coming up. I start Vlogmas in December, and every day there will be a vlog because there's just so much going on here in the rancho, and I absolutely love it. Cristiano's teacher today sent a photo of elf ears and tights, and even the boys have to wear them. And he was like, there is no way I'm putting on tights and elf ears.
That's what I'm saying.
He was so like scared. But it's going to be really fun, you guys. Okay, so if you have any more questions before we go, we would love to answer them right now.
Wait, did anybody tell us why there would be a plan B to go to the Amish for them?
Okay, you're just starting a rabbit hole.
Well, no, now
Is that what it's
know.
called? Probably the same reason as me, I would think.
What?
One day at a time. I'm glad you enjoy what you are reading. I do know one thing. I don't think you will ever have to worry about your children. You'll raise them beautiful humans and they'll be amazing adults. Oh, thank you so much. That makes me feel really, really good. The Amish, I don't think that is true. I'm not going to read that to my husband because he will take that joke too far. You guys are so fun. Have a great night. Love you from Madison, Wisconsin. Thank you so much. La Virgencita de Guadalupe. She's that Christian woman you're celebrating, and the father of the lie is Satan. Your rancho life is the way. Thank you so much. I love how wholesome you are, Aaron, wanting to read positive, uplifting books that are inspiring. Yes. Oh my gosh. I love the way you put things. Thank you so much. That's exactly how I feel. They're wholesome, positive, and uplifting. I'm going to have to put a photo of them and put it on the community page so you guys can download the books. Maybe we can start a book club on them because I would love to have someone to talk about it with besides just the little girls.
Yeah, don't ask me about it.
Someone said, Aaron, sell your goat cheese. Yes, I need to do an update on the goat too, you guys. We're going to be moving her pen pretty soon, and I have to do an update on the stray dog in the front, a bunch of things going on. Someone said, my plan B is finding a rancho like yours.
That's what I'm saying.
Good night. God bless you and your family. Thank you so much. Hi from Arlington, Texas, you and your family. Hi, thank you. My plan B was marrying a Mexican who is incredibly self-sufficient and would essentially be able to live off the land if necessary. Friends call him the Mexican MacGyver. That would be her plan B. Nobody's ever called you that.
What? Dude,
the Mexican MacGyver.
I have it on my welding helmet.
Swear.
I swear. It says, "Do not worry, the Mexican is here." Boom.
It doesn't say the Mexican
I can
MacGyver.
fix anything.
Oh my god.
That's what MacGyver does.
You don't know.
What?
A Mexican American. I'll join your book club. Oh, I would love that. I'm going to start a book club. Hello from California. I love watching your videos. You're doing Vlogmas. Yes, I'm doing Vlogmas. I can't even wait. Buggy wisdom. Hi from Dinuba, California. Good night. Saludas de Salt Lake City, Utah. I'm so glad I got to catch you guys live tonight. I love your life and your family. I tell everyone I want to live in the rancho. Oh, that makes me so happy. Aaron, may I please request to go I'm over this Amish stuff. Yes, we're back to our normal life stuff. Aaron, not just any book club. You need to start a Bible class. You must miss not having a church you can attend so close by. Yeah, I do miss not having a church so close by. There might be a couple in Ocotlan. There was one that said it was a Christian church, and I reached out to them, and they never got back to me, so I wasn't 100% sure about going.
I don't think I've seen one.
I haven't either. In Guadalajara, but...
In Guadalajara, they did.
I would join your book club as well. Oh, I would love that. Buenas noches. Thank you for sharing your lives with us. God bless you always. Lalo, I would say you're a Mexican MacGyver. Cristiano's in the background laughing. I agree that Lalo is a fellow Mexican MacGyver to my husband. Hello from Houston, Texas. God bless your family. That's where I found the Amish book that Aaron was just talking about on audio. Oh, that's so cool. I'm going to look that up where you found it on audio because I want to find the other 3 books. You guys are too funny. I agree with Lalo. Mexico is the best place to live. Yes, it is the best place to live. We're super, super blessed. I'm Mexican, and as I'll say, don't worry, the Mexican is here. And you know what? It's funny because I feel like that's how my mom feels when you're in Michigan with her. My husband, when he lived in Michigan for that year, he was with my mom all the time. He did everything for her. And I feel like she loved having you around because my dad had passed away. And
I feel like your dad was like that too. Like your dad would do everything.
Yes,
he'd take
for
care of
anyone.
the yard, he'd take care of everything.
Everything. He was a little different than you, though. He was more like me. Like he would do it, but maybe just in the most efficient way, even if it wasn't right. And you'll do it in the most efficient way, even if it takes longer. So there's just a little bit of a difference. Like I couldn't build the house the way my husband is. There's no possible way. You think I could?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't think I could. I would be too interested in like, oh, look how pretty this brick is laid this way. And you'd be like, just lay the brick.
I have to get past that. Okay? I have to like focus on what I'm doing.
No, I can't. I'm genuinely curious. I have a chronic medical condition called severe asthma. This requires very expensive medications like Trilogy and Brio. Do you know if medication like these would be okay? So Emily, in Mexico, I will talk to you guys about medication real quick because that was really hard for me when I got here because in Mexico, medication is very affordable, but there's 2 different kinds of medication. So say you're on an anti-anxiety medication, they're going to have the brand they have in Mexico, or they're going to have a patented brand. And it's actually not that much more expensive, but we always try to get the patent brand, and it's affordable. People come from the United States all the time.
So I'll tell you right now, I have diabetes. I have type 2 diabetes, which is, just controlled diabetes. But so I take Jardians. In the States, it would cost me $740 a month for Jardians. Here, I think it's $100.
Right.
That would be the difference.
And that's the patent brand.
Yeah.
That's like
that would be like the Jardians that I take
in the United States, like the exact same one. So yeah, a lot of people come from the United States to get treatment here. Now there's like 2 sides to that though. If you live in the United States and you're making enough and you can come to Mexico and get treatments and care and medicine, that's wonderful. But a lot of the Mexican community don't make enough to have savings to get patent brands or to go and get surgeries. Like, for example, if somebody in our ranch needed a serious surgery, everybody in the ranch would come together to help pay for it, which they recently did for two brothers who got into an accident.
Which I don't know if that's the case for,
it's not for everybody.
All of Mexico is just,
but it's
that's the case here where we're
living, right? We don't live in a touristy town or in a big city, but the community all does come together. They're not going to let someone pass away, but it is hard because a hospital is not going to let you go in unless you have the means to pay. Now there's the seguro, which is like a government one. But a lot of people say it's just not the best.
Not just that. It's always packed because it is free. You're literally just paying for medication or, things that you would need that the hospital doesn't provide. But it is free. Like the consultation is free and stuff, but it is just packed every day, all day.
Right. And then somebody said on here, my parents are from Michoacan, Mexico. I consider myself Chicana. We have a house in our ranch. Watching your videos makes me miss this way of life. Yes, and we're not too far from Michoacan, actually. Okay. Hi, beautiful family. Love watching you and your family. Blessings. Okay, the girls are messing around so much. If one of them comes out, okay. It's Penelope. If you've just seen a blur go past. She ran to the bathroom. My husband also built our house in Mexico, too. You'll have to visit us someday in the state of Morelos, I believe. I think you'll love our house, too. Lots of arches, colorful painted, Talavera tiles, etc. Oh, that would be so wonderful. I would love. I think so. I wish you could send me photos of that. If you can go to my Facebook page, it's linked on my YouTube. If you could send me photos, I would love that. Howdy from California. I love your channel. Love watching how fast your house building is coming along. Have a good night and thanks for sharing. Thank you so much. Lalo, type 2 diabetes can be reversed if you eat very low carb. And then let me see. Are you both incredibly insightful? Thank you so much, Abuelita. Mazaplan. Aaron, call your book club the Hickory Howl Club. It's so smart. I'm going to figure out how to do this. Maybe I can start a Facebook community page where we can do the book club. I would absolutely love that. The Hickory Hollow. I'd love it. My family is from the rancho near Regalado, Jalisco. Oh, that's so cool. How far are you from Guanajuato? I think we're about 4 hours from Guanajuato. And there's a family on here that I watch that's from there. Are we further? We're not 4 hours even?
I don't think so.
I would love to go there then because they have a beautiful city. No matter where you live and no matter what happens in this world, God is always in control. Yes, I 100% believe that. In Amish, this is the way you say good night in Pennsylvania Dutch.
Please don't.
I want to try. My husband, I think I could do it. Good. I can't do it. I have watched enough Amish reels that if I really wanted to, I could. Oh, I'll send you photos. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful and blessed weekend and night, dear Aaron and Lalo. Thank you. See, a lot of people want to do the book club. I'm ready. Hi from Chicago. We are going to Mexico in December to Michoacan and Jalisco, close to Los Lagos de Moreno.
Yeah, that was the one that was right up the road.
Kids will be kids. When they grow up, you'll miss their laughter and playing with each other. Good life. May God continue to bless you, your family, your neighbors. I believe in that. My sister was telling me recently, she's like, the days are long and the years are short because we can't believe how big Abigail is now. And the days do feel really long, but the years are.
Honestly, that's why. That was one of the reasons why we moved here. I felt like I was, missing out on all of this.
Look at what she said. Gute Nacht.
Please don't.
That's how you
Please.
say it, is good night in German. And you know what? I think I'm very German, to be honest with you. I think that's why it resonates with me as well, that I can like say it well. My heart is Mexican, but I think physically I'm a lot of German. Because my grandpa, what he is Slovak. His parents were Slovak immigrants. I don't know why you think that's funny.
What?
I have history too. I have family history too. No, I just watched this lady pranked her husband, you guys, and it was so funny. Her husband is super Italian, and he like prides himself of being Italian, and he just moved to the United States with her, and she's like, let's do an ancestry test. And they both did it and they got the results, but she changed his so that, and he didn't know, and he's standing behind her and she's like recording from her computer, and she's like, oh, it says man, it said you're only 3% Italian and you're like 56% French. And his face, he was like so shocked. And then she goes, oh my gosh, it says I'm 5% Italian. And he I thought he was going to start crying. It was the funniest thing. And I was like, man, I wish I could prank my husband with his ancestry. Like if I could bring it back that I'm a little bit more Mexican than you. That would be the best day of my life if it was true.
Oh my gosh.
All right, guys, a couple more questions or a couple more comments I'll read, and then we are going to get going. I'm so happy that I caught you on live. I'd like to say hi again to you and your family. Hi, Lori. Take your suegra and leave Lalo behind. I could never, you guys. Lalo fits into the parts of me that I lack, like building a house. And I really want a horse really bad. But if I wanted a horse and buggy, my husband would be the only one who would be brave.
Drop it? Yeah.
No, be brave enough to learn how to ride the buggy first and attach the horse and remember how to attach the horse properly. He remembers things the first time, and it takes me tons of times to learn it.
I remember when we first went to where you boarded Bindi at Miss Kendall's. Mm-hmm. I remember you told me the names of
all the horses.
The horses that were there. To this day, I still remember each one of them horses and their names.
Right. I think right then you were like, I'm with the right woman. Probably. I love watching your videos because I get to see my beautiful Jalisco. I haven't been in 22 years. My children have never been to Mexico. Oh, wow. And one is already a sophomore in college. Oh, Mimi, you should really think about taking a trip with them, because I will tell you now, in Jalisco, there's so many Airbnbs. If you didn't have family to stay with, there's so many Airbnbs, not in our rancho.
There's just so many things to do.
Right. There's so many things to do. But if you wanted a ranch experience, or if you wanted the city experience, there's Airbnbs everywhere. You could immerse your children in the culture even for a week. And the Airbnbs are cheaper out here. So it is a really wonderful, affordable vacation. Ototanico, Arandas.
There's so many places. There's
Jamay.
When I'm on YouTube, not doing our stuff. I told you guys before, I want to go to different ranches and look at their plazas and stuff. I just like that type of thing. I like to I always wonder if other towns are like my town. You know what I'm saying?
I think some are and some aren't. I think it really varies.
So then the other day I was looking up what was it called? San Juan de los Lagos. Oh my gosh.
Is that where they ride the horses from, or two?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's beautiful there. They have a beautiful church.
They have a jaw-dropping church. Their plaza is absolutely beautiful. Just, the center of town looks absolutely beautiful. What?
Someone said, Aaron, if you get a horse, name it Hickory Hollow. I could get two horses, name one Hickory and one Hollow.
Please don't.
This is meant to be, and make them wood plates for their stalls. Yeah, but it's beautiful there. Where they ride tons of horses through our ranch to get to that ranch.
I feel like if we got 2 horses, I'd name them Tom and Jerry.
No.
That's just what I
No,
want.
I'm telling you right now, the first 2 horses I get to name.
You already had 2 horses, so your thing is done.
I'm already gonna make their wood plates hickory hollow. Saludes desde California. Felicidades por su canal Los Soho. Desde que 8,000 subscribers. Los invito a Guanajuato en diciembre. In the new year. Sus hijos son hermosos. Thank you so much. Muchas gracias. Okay, and someone said, can you post the name of the books? Yes, I'm going to take a nice photo of these with the author. I bet you.
You should recreate this photo.
You guys, I'm going to tell you something. My grandma, who I love so much, she has red hair like me. She got them from the library. They were giving away free books. And you know what? It's funny how God makes things meant to be because I was like, when am I going to read those? And now I really love them.
I feel like you should recreate this photo. You should recreate.
With me?
Yeah.
I would love to recreate this photo
of the girl on there like this.
I'm putting on a little bit of makeup though. I'm going to tell you that right now.
And I have a Lowrider buggy in the back.
No, stop. Gosh, there's a reason they don't do lowriders. You could probably hit rocks or something. Me and my wife love watching your channel.
Have you seen the wheels? They're wagon wheels.
They're huge. So that your buggy doesn't hit the rocks.
What rocks? On the asphalt? No.
He's never read an Amish book in his life, so I can't even listen to him talk about Amish buggies. Have you ever seen an Amish buggy in Michigan though? Because I used to go by it all the time.
I used to pass them all the time.
My father was born in Juarez. I love it. Now I'm happy to spoke with my husband. All right, you guys, we are going to get going to bed. I can hear the girls in their bedroom right here being absolutely wild. One of them is going to fall off the bed and then be crying in the middle of the live. But I hope you guys all enjoyed today's live. As soon as I'm done on here, I'll take a photo of the books and I'll post it on the community page with the author so you guys can read along with me. And if you do read them, so right now I just read The Last Bride, it's called, and then I'm in the middle of The Guardian. So if you're
reading both books at the same time.
No, I already read one. I finished it, and then I'm in the middle of The Guardian. So if you guys read them, give me your comments on them and what you thought about them because I really love them.
How are you almost done with
Obviously, my husband's not going to read them.
No.
So he's not involved in our book club.
That wouldn't be plan B, C, D, E.
You are not involved in my book club. I'm going to tell you that right now.
I'm going to be the president.
Oh, Rudy, thank you so much for Abby's horse fun. Thank you so, so much. I can't wait to get a nice family horse. I'm going to surprise all you guys when it happens. You're not even going to know it's coming.
We're buying a giraffe.
There's a large Mennonite community in northern Mexico. Oh, along the border, about 75,000 cowboy hats and boots, blue jeans. Google it.
What?
There's a Mennonite community in northern Mexico along the border.
Yeah, what's his ex-governor from Michigan? What's his name?
I have no idea. I know who you're talking about, but I can't think of what his name is.
Mitt Romney.
How could you remember that? Who remembers that kind of stuff?
It's like literally just popped into my head. Mitt Romney is.
Are you sure that's who it is?
Yes, it's part of a Mennonite community by Juarez, Mexico.
I'm gonna look that up and see if he's true. Because how could he remember that?
Dude, I seen a documentary on Vice that was absolutely wild. And it was about Mennonites.
Oh, they have a son named Lalo. They call him Yo-Yo, not Lalo. The Inca community. Man, I hope one day I'm going to go visit. If a Mennonite community would let me go visit them.
There's a ton of them in Durango.
Because in the summertime.
Shoot, in Guadalajara, they sell cheese on the buses.
What?
Yeah.
Are they white like me?
Yeah, blonde hair and everything.
You are joking.
No, they have overalls and stuff. Drop buggies. Boom.
Well, I know that's wrong. I think he's Mormon. Oh, yeah, you're right. He's Mormon. Yes. Yeah, see, you don't know the difference.
What?
He's Mormon, the guy you were just talking about.
Oh, I thought you were talking about that guy in specific. I was like, what's the what?
Mitt Romney, is that who you said?
I don't know if he was Mormon or not.
He's saying he is.
Yeah,
Yes.
I thought you were all bullying this person.
No. No, they live in Chihuahua. Okay, I knew there was something off about what you were saying.
Oh yeah, they are Mormon.
Yeah.
I just remember that.
Come to Puerto Vallarta. I'm from CG&G. You guys are welcome here. I would love to take a trip out to Puerto Vallarta. It's actually, you guys, you know, it's so crazy. From Guadalajara, which is our closest airport, to Puerto Vallarta, it's like $25 for an airplane ticket, like on a really nice, beautiful airplane. One day, we're all scared of the ocean and we don't like too much sun, but one day we might go to Puerto Vallarta. And I'm not going cave diving because a lot of people do that. It's so weird. You can get stuck and stuff.
Not me, I'll be in my backyard.
Look at Mormon and Mennonite are very different. People get them mixed up. My husband does. Don't worry, I didn't. I knew there was something wrong about what he said.
Listen, there was a slight mishap, okay?
No, I knew it.
There was something with that.
No, I knew it.
Started with an M.
No, I knew it. I knew it. Okay, so what's going to happen with the house we live in now? I'm just going to answer that question really quick before we go because I do want to put that in my vlog. The house we live in right now, which is my mother-in-law's house, and I really need to give you guys a better tour because her house is so big, but it'll be just her living here in this house. Her kids do come to visit though every once in a while. They only stay for about a week though, but it will just be her here. You never know though in the future. I don't know if one of her kids might move here or it's a family home. Maybe Abby will want to move in here when she's older for a little bit until she builds a home. You just never know. I mean, I don't think Hilda, my mother-in-law, ever thought we were going to actually move here and stay. So you just never know. So it's a blessing they built a big home.
So I actually caught Annabelle and my mom having a conversation about this. Annabelle asked my mom if she was going to stay here by herself when we were done with our house. And my mom said, yeah, I got to stay here. And Annabelle sat there and thought about it for a minute. And she looks at my mom. She goes, well, you can't. My mom goes, why? She's like, because I'm not going to let you sit here by yourself. She goes, you can come over to our house for a while.
It feels so silly. I honestly think my mother-in-law, I think, loves us here, but I think she's also going to love having her own space back, just like I think anyone else would.
Yeah.
So I think it will be a good thing. She'd welcome anybody here no matter what, but I think she'll like having a little bit of peace and quiet, but also having us right next door because we were going to buy property in a different part of the ranch. And she was very, very upset about that. Like did not want that to happen whatsoever because she didn't want the kids being so far away from her. And also, I don't think it's just the kids. I think my husband helps a lot and that keeps her busy as well. Okay. Someone said I'm just joined. Can you start from the beginning? Can you rent?
You'll be able to watch in just a few minutes.
I love watching your family, your home build. May God continue to bless you and all. In love, Mexico. Studied and lived in MSA years ago. It brings back all the happy memories. Oh, thank you so much. Su papá y su abuelita. Está lo precioso de ti. Hola. Hola, Maria. All right, you guys, we really are going to get going to bed because I'm so excited to start reading the rest of my book now that I'm going to start book club.
Oh my gosh.
I'll read it to you tonight. We'll finish reading it. He might want to read it now to learn more about them.
I promise you I don't. I don't want anything else to do with that.
All right, everybody. Buenas noches. everybody, I'm going to be posting a new vlog tonight. I wanted to do it earlier in the day, but I got busy with Annabelle's Posada stuff. So I'll be posting it tonight, and then watch out for Vlogmas coming. I cannot wait to start it, and you guys will get a new vlog every day. So that's kind of exciting too. It's almost like having a live every day.
I mean, really, you could do from when is Annabelle's Pastores?
It starts the 12th.
You could do it from the 12th.
That's what I was thinking, starting Vlogmas the 12th, because that's when everything really gets started.
Mm-hmm.
And that'll be perfect. All right, guys, everybody have a beautiful, blessed night. Buenas noches, todos.
Buenas noches, muchísimas gracias.
Adios, everyone. Oh.